Hi everyone. So for my final project today, I chose to talk about social anxiety disorder, and I do want to emphasize how important it is to comprehend what this illness is for those who do have it, because a lot of people with social anxiety don't talk about it and don't like to talk about what it's like having it because they feel too embarrassed. Speaking from my personal experience with social anxiety, so that is why I wanted to speak on it for my final projects. So according to the American Psychological Association, also known as APA, fear of social circumstances when one could feel embarrassed while striking up a conversation, meeting new people, dating, etc., is also known as having social anxiety. Concerns about one's behavior, place in society, and social standing are all part of having social anxiety as well. A diagnosis may also be needed if the anxiety significantly impairs a person's ability to function or causes them to feel severe discomfort. I also did provide a picture in my slide that I think best describes and shows what it's like having social anxiety in a social setting, because you feel all these emotions and you have this thought process where you aren't able to feel comfortable and you aren't allowing yourself to be there mentally in the social setting, wherever it is that you are. And that's how I can best describe it with my experience with social anxiety. So this disorder can develop at a young age during one's childhood, or it can also develop over time. For example, for me, my anxiety started at a young age, whereas as I grew up, it only worsened, causing my social anxiety to also worsen over time. Having social anxiety results in overthinking thoughts, which significantly disrupts a person's life. Someone who cannot do certain things in public may turn down invitations from others, also for family gatherings, which can lead one to have certain opinions and also view them differently, as they would misinterpret their intentions. Because of many people like me, I do agree this is 100% true, particularly those who severe with social anxiety choose to give their experiences to themselves out of fear of being embarrassed. So to help better explain social anxiety, I do want to compare and contrast the differences of what it's like having social anxiety, whereas there's people who are just introverts and are shy, and I feel like those are kind of compared to be similar to one another, but they're really not. Being an introvert and being shy come from having a personality trait, whereas being someone with social anxiety comes from a mental illness, which is clearly different, because having social anxiety, you have to be diagnosed and it comes with everything such as treatments, whereas being an introvert and being shy is just something you personally have as a personality trait. Being an introvert and being shy doesn't compare to what one with social anxiety feels like, where they feel an overwhelming amount of fear of humiliation. Those who are introverted and are shy don't feel the high amounts of stress that is caused from social anxiety. Those who are introverts and are shy prefer to either be in smaller groups or prefer to be in familiar settings, such as like family members and all that, or like close friends. But those with social anxiety feel the trigger to avoid being anywhere whatsoever. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, cognitive behavioral therapy, also known as CBT, is one of the treatments for social anxiety. It assists people in recognizing and altering harmful thought patterns and actions linked to social anxiety. Sorry about that. Group therapy is an additional therapeutic option that offers a safe and encouraging space for people to practice social skills, learn from others, and also share their experiences. While there are various ways to treat social anxiety, I like to mention that the medication is also a form of way to help with social anxiety. While medicine can be provided to assist and manage symptoms, therapy is usually combined with medication for the best outcomes. So speaking from my own personal experience with social anxiety, I personally went through multiple therapy sessions and also took medication, which did help me focus more when I was in any social setting when I was younger. But as I grew up, I learn to challenge those negative thoughts, which did help me have more of an eye-opening thought process. I think it's important to allow yourself to put yourself out there, because I think that it could help with one's social skills, whether it be small interactions, because it can help gradually progress into becoming better at any social interaction. And that's where I was able to personally improve. I also think it's important to accept that no one is perfect, because a lot of people with social anxiety tend to have a lot of negative thoughts about themselves. I do also think that it's important to celebrate your individuality, no matter how tiny it is, because in my opinion, it is important to step out of any social situation, and I think that is something that one should be proud of.